Chapter 3074 opens with Matriarch Farrell reminiscing about her past, particularly the cold, detached relationship she had with her assistant. Despite the loyalty and respect he showed her, there was no romantic connection between them. This lack of affection made her ponder how different her life might have been if she had allowed herself to fall in love with him. She muses that perhaps if she had chosen love over power, her children might have had a better upbringing, and her daughter would not have been subjected to the tragic fate of being switched at birth. Catherine, on the other hand, remains resolute in her decision to prioritize her independence over romantic entanglements. She insists that if she ever has a child, it will be on her own terms, without involving a father figure who might betray her as her father did to her mother. This declaration troubles Matriarch Farrell, who, despite her often ruthless nature, harbors genuine concern for her daughter's future. She wishes for Catherine to find a partner who would be loyal and devoted, someone like Mr. Fraser, Catherine's current assistant. However, Catherine dismisses the idea of pursuing a romantic relationship with Mr. Fraser as she is focused on other priorities. Unable to convince her daughter to reconsider her stance on love and marriage, Matriarch Farrell changes the subject to discuss her upcoming plans. She reveals that once Catherine's father is discharged from the hospital, she intends to embark on a long journey. This announcement raises concern in Catherine, who immediately questions her mother's destination. Matriarch Farrell clarifies that she has no intention of going to Willspoon, where Liberty has settled, but instead plans to visit an old friend in a distant city. The old friend is later revealed to be her eldest sister's assistant, a man she had secretly loved for decades. After her sister's death, this man disappeared, and Matriarch Farrell has spent years searching for him. Recently, she received information suggesting that he might still be alive, living with a group of old friends. Despite his advanced age, reportedly in his 90s, this man is said to be in good health thanks to the care and medical attention provided by his companions. This news shocks Matriarch Farrell, who had long believed him to be dead, and reignites her concerns about the evidence he might hold against her. The chapter then delves into Matriarch Farrell's darker motivations. Decades ago, after the deaths of her eldest and youngest sisters, she feared that the assistant might possess incriminating evidence that could expose her involvement in their deaths. His sudden disappearance had left her paranoid, constantly looking over her shoulder, fearing the possibility of retribution. Now that she has learned of his whereabouts, Matriarch Farrell is determined to find him and ensure that any evidence he may have does not fall into the wrong hands, particularly those of Liberty, the granddaughter of her eldest sister. Her decision to embark on this journey is not merely a nostalgic attempt to reconnect with an old love, but a calculated move to protect herself and her legacy. She understands that if this man were to provide any proof of her involvement in her sister's deaths to Liberty or Mrs. Stone, it could spell the end of her reign over the Farrell family. The chapter closes with Matriarch Farrell resolutely deciding to confront her past, no matter the cost, as she prepares to embark on a journey that could either secure her future or lead to her downfall.